Alright, in this video we're going to continue talking about the minor battles that we were talking about previously, and we're going to get into specifically losing and retreating and pursuits and how all that's going to go on. So we're going to select the same unit we have selected previously, and we're going to be sending these guys down here again to attack this group that we'd attacked previously. Smaller segment of enemy forces, so hopefully we'll be able to win this battle. Now, before we initiate the battle, make sure you keep in mind a few aspects we had discussed previously, that if the attackers lose, they're going to go back to where they originally started. So my stack of units here would return to their starting position. If they were to lose, they would come back here. If the defenders lose, they are going to move to an adjacent region, but it has to be a legal adjacent region. Let's say, just as an example, that I had Union troops surrounding the city on all sides, and there were no legal places for this stack of units to retreat to. In that circumstance, if they were forced to retreat, they would be eliminated. Okay, unfortunately, that section of units, they keep retreating, so I'm going to have to select a different battle that they hopefully will not retreat from, so we can get a guaranteed minor battle here. Let's click on this one. We should be able to initiate our battle, and here we go. They're going to throw their units on the line. Bam, and now we get to put our units down. We'll throw them out very quickly here. Let's see, put our repeating rifles there, smoothbore, throw all these guys out here, here, and here. All right, so before we initiate the battle itself, I'm going to go over a few of the aspects of what's going to cause a retreat. All right, so you have two types of retreat. You have an orderly retreat and you have a disordered retreat. To do a orderly retreat, that's going to happen when you still have units here on your battle line. So if the battle's gone on, at least a couple of rounds, you get the option to retreat, and it's going to light up here in the bottom right. If you choose that option, then you are conducting a orderly retreat, and in that case, your unrouted and undisordered cavalry and infantry can cover the retreat. So units that I have here on the battle line can be part of it, but they can't be units that have been routed or been disordered in the course of combat. Basically, it's going to be these units retreating away from combat, but they're holding a few in reserve to keep the enemy from just running them down piecemeal. That's what happens in a disordered retreat. The victorious side does get to have their cavalry and infantry that are also undisordered and unrouted. They get to pursue. Now, it is going to be the victor's choice on whether or not to pursue. So they get to choose. They can let the enemy forces go unmolested if they wish and don't want to risk incurring any more casualties, or they can choose to pursue. Now, I'll put an image on screen for you now. When a pursuit is chosen, the units that pursue are going to be chosen automatically, and basically the larger the difference between the retreaters and the pursuers, the better the chances that you're going to inflict a hit on the people who are retreating. It's going to be a random number. There are modifiers. That's the image that I have on screen for you now. Infantry are going to hit on a random roll of 1 through 100 on a 90 or higher, and cavalry are going to hit on a 75 or higher. Obviously, during this retreat, the losses are going to be incurred first by infantry and cavalry that are involved with the pursuit, and then any remaining units. So very quickly, when it comes to disordered retreat, the battle line is going to be eliminated. So if this, let's say I was conducting a disordered retreat, it would mean all of my units here on this battle line had either been put into the eliminated box or they were routed. So I had no one left here defending my line. That's going to initiate a disordered retreat, which is going to be handled very similar to how a ordered retreat is, with the exception that 150% damage is received by the disordered units, and obviously they don't have any units that are covering their retreat. All right, one more last thing, and then we'll run this out and let you guys see how it actually plays out. Leaders can become casualties as well. There's a small chance during the actual combat that the leader can become a casualty, and that chance will become larger during retreat, depending on a few different modifiers that, again, the game's going to keep track for you. So let's run this out. We'll see who wins, and we'll see what type of retreat that we get. So we'll fight our next round. And the attack's going to go back and forth, again, with the initiative being decided by a random roll determined by your commander. Obviously, their commander's better, so they're getting to chew my forces up pretty good before I get to attack. They've already eliminated a couple of my units, so there's a good chance I'm going to get taken out. Let's see if we have any good modifiers. That's good. And good +9. Yeah, we'll take the attack here. See if we can eliminate. Perfect. We got some of theirs eliminated. They've eliminated the third round of my guys. I'll probably be having a disordered retreat. All right, so I've got a couple of guys left to attack with. Let's see if we can have some good attacks here. +9, +10. Yeah, we'll do an excellent attack there. Take him out. Nothing. Great. That was perfect. Random rolls are not working well for me. Let's see if we can take these guys out. Nope. Units are eliminated. Okay, and we'll run our second battle round here before we have to retreat. Now remember, if I have no units left on my front line, that's when we're going to have the disordered retreat. But if I have any units left after this round and I choose retreat, that's going to be our orderly retreat. So let's fight our next round. And hopefully, since a lot of their units are still disordered, I might still have some units left. Let's see, can I get a good attack off here? Yeah. See if we can do anything. Perfect. We eliminated their cavalry, which is great because cavalry get good bonuses in a pursuit during the retreat. They've eliminated another one of my units, and they eliminated my repeating rifles. Oh, they've eliminated everything. There's nothing to clean up. Oh, let's see how this pans out. They got some promotions. And the battle summary comes up. Pretty much I lost everything that I had put on the screen. Okay, so in that case, unfortunately, we did not get the pursuit because they eliminated all of my units. There was nothing to pursue. Basically, just keep it in mind that when you're doing your retreats or your pursuits, if you're victorious in the combat, that it's going to depend on what you have in that battle line. If your battle line's eliminated, it's going to be disorderly. Your remaining reserves and routed units are going to be disordered as they're retreating. If you do have a battle line left and you choose to retreat, you are going to have the orderly retreat where your still combat effective troops get to shield your withdrawal against the enemy forces.